The State of Play, which aired on February 23, provided us the opportunity to learn about some of the next PlayStation titles, many of which are dedicated to the newcomer PlayStation VR2. Despite the previous model, and thanks to a recent event, the Sony viewer appears to be able to count on a much more concrete library since its launch, and with undoubtedly more interesting products than the first model, capable of making this hardware more appealing to fans and lovers of virtual reality. Humanity, a title that is not intended particularly for VR and is entirely playable on PC and PlayStation 4 and 5 even without a headset, was one of the offerings that drew attention Thursday night. It's not the first time we've heard about Humanity, whose announcement dates back to a 2019 State of Play. However, this effort has since faded from view until the news last year of the postponement to 2023. The release date is presently slated for May of this year, with no precise date, and the team THA Limited has given a free limited-time sample of the initial stages to reassure users of the game's impending arrival. Discover how we attempted to guide humanity to salvation in our Humanity trial. Although Humanity appears to be confusing and chaotic, it is the foundation of the THA Limited game. There is a well-crafted plot that we have begun to touch due to the first 11 levels featured in the limited-time demo, which is playable on PlayStation 4, PS5, and Steam until March 6. The enhanced title is, in every way, a puzzle organized into levels that incorporates God mode elements in order to conquer obstacles and guide a horde of humans to safety. To do this, we provided orders in the form of a dog, namely a Shiba Inu, who was directed and steered by a voice whose origin is unknown but who, as the levels progressed, gradually managed to make the story less thick. The initial point is that we awoke in this luminous canine shape, unaware of our prior nature, with the task of escorting humanity to safety by guiding them towards the beam of light contained within the levels. Unlike previous titles in which we are the God who commands the actions from above, the view of our guide dog in Humanity is in the third person, a more artistic gimmick that is also functional for gameplay purposes, as the camera rotates around us, giving us a lot more room to maneuver. Humanity is a riddle in every sense, with not only environmental problems impeding our progress in our driving duty. This type of disembodied deity who speaks to us has gradually entrusted us with new powers, assisting us in overcoming the problems existing inside the game maps. It starts with the turn command, which is extremely easy and allows you to lead the human horde in the desired direction by causing an arrow to appear on the square where we are, suggesting the direction of travel to follow. Later, we discovered the long jump to go around the holes, as well as lightness, a type of gravity modifier capable of enhancing the volatility of the folks we're attempting to save. As previously said, the 11 stages included in this limited-time Humanity sample are very linear and aim to familiarize you with the gameplay. We know for certain that the final edition of the game will include 90 total levels, in which we will learn much more about the plot and will undoubtedly have more commands accessible to deal with the rising complexity of the stages. There is also an added level of difficulty for Humanity, as if the weight of human salvation wasn't enough. To complete the level, the Goldies, which appear on the map powerless until humans pass through their box, must also be directed towards the beam of light. These massive entities, about which little is known in the demo, have no life of their own and will join the horde once they reach them, obeying our directions. In certain levels, saving them is required to complete the map and proceed, however in others, they are an optional task, and failing to take them towards the light does not prevent progression to the next stage. Humans, like Goldies, are expendable, and losing some of them does not result in an inevitable game over. As awful as it may appear and damage your conscience, the sacrifice of thousands of men to save as many people as possible is completely common in Humanity. This gave us the opportunity to explore without worrying about the fate of some groups of organisms, correcting the shot as we watched them tumble towards annihilation. Despite the demo's short duration, approximately an hour if only the story levels are considered, we met the others, grey souls who have lost their humanity and are ready to take possession of the Goldies and prevent us from saving mankind. Their existence has provided a gradation of difficulty to the level resolution, demonstrating THA Limited's inventiveness and giving us a good impression about the variety of objectives to be completed within the full game. To ensure the lifespan of the title, Humanity contains levels that are not just related to the story that the production team wishes to tell us. Even though we have only had a preliminary glance, an important component of the game is represented by the creation mode, in which it is possible to design levels at whim by utilizing all of the game aspects thanks to a simple and easy editor. Furthermore, after the custom level is ready, we may upload it online so that the community can play it, while also testing ourselves against those created by other players. Finally, at this point, we were unable to adequately test the VR sector, which we will discuss in detail during the review process. As a game optimized for PlayStation VR2, there should be no issues with stability, while the PC version can be tested by connecting MetaQuest 2 or Rift, both of which demand a GTX 1070 or higher graphics card.